We back. Everybody remember midterms is coming. It's real serious. We about to see what the voters. We about to see what the voters is talking about. Let's see what they talking about.
Primary season is almost over, and that means we are about 13 plus weeks away from the time when you vote on which political party controls the power on Capitol Hill. And as we do it here on the Faulkner Focus, voters' voices matter most. Historically, the party which holds the presidency loses ground. That's seats in the House and Senate. And a recent Fox poll on the generic ballot shows Democrats hold a slight edge, 1 point outside the margin of error.
That's not good, because at the end of the day, you know these polls are biased because they biased. They said that Kamala had a slight lead on Trump, and Trump won by a landslide. So we can't be going by these polls, man. And these are not normal times neither. Independents and Republicans, they scared of the socialism movement, the communism movement. Like a lot of majority of Americans, they try to make it seem like majority of Americans are with that. We're not. Capitalism is the way to go.
And when it comes to those highly motivated in the midterm elections to vote, it's a virtual tie between Republicans and Democrats. Now look at that. That is remarkable. Way above 80% for both. People are ready to vote. A separate national poll shows the economy as the top issue on voters' minds as November. Faster.
This is what I want to say about the economy. Everybody jump up on this internet and talk about the economy on their $2,000 phone, $5,000 laptop. Everybody got a couple cars. You understand what I'm saying? Don Julio every weekend. Everybody flying around. The airports are packed. Like so much traffic. I just came from Atlanta. Like you can't barely move through Atlanta. So you know what I'm saying? Like all my life, it's always going to be people that have and some people that don't have. But this narrative that, oh, people can't do this and the young people can't do that because they don't want to work. They don't want to save any money. That's what it is. That's all it's about. They don't want to work. They don't want to save any money. And they want to act like it's really an issue when, no, those are personal issues. Everybody wants to buy sneakers and outfits and go out, and nobody want to invest their money. Like, we're not about to play this game.
Approaches the economy by a wide margin, in fact. And something causing a huge rift in the Democrat Party, particularly the rise of socialism and radical left candidates running and winning in primaries all across the country. A new poll shows a majority of Democrats say they see socialism favorably, as well as the major organization backing socialist candidates, the DSA. Republicans very much have the opposite opinion. And earlier this morning, 8 people spanning the political spectrum say it's time now to hear them talk. So here are the voters' voices. In the front row, from left to right, we have Kieran, a Republican, Naomi, a Democrat, Ruben, Republican, Mary Josephine, an independent. And in the back row, again, left to right, Jay, a Democrat, Dominic, independent, Corey, Democrat, Robin, Republican. Welcome all in right now. I want to jump right in with something that kind of surprised me. You guys all talked with my team. You kind of set up where you are going into the midterm elections. And Naomi, you're new to Voters' Voices. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
You said that you are now kind of a centrist Democrat.
Yes.
But I notice that you are all over the place politically, and that there are some problems in the Democrat Party for you.
Yes.
Talk to us.
Yes, since I'm a centrist, I don't like anything on the extremes on either side. So I'm pretty unhappy with things going farther to the left in the Democratic Party.
Yo, deportations is not far right, yo. But a lot of things are far left.
And I think when it comes to governing people, I don't see a lot happening when people are far on the left and far on the right. I think people need to be closer to the center to be able to.
That's what I'm saying. I knew they was going to throw the Republicans in there talking about MAGA's far right. MAGA is not far right. MAGA is common sense. We're cool with battling it out in the Senate. We're cool with the presidency. We're cool with prisons. We're cool with funding the police and funding ICE. Like, those are not far right. That's normacy. That's just what it is. And the Democratic Party wouldn't be in trouble with the DSA if they didn't lie about the Republican Party, saying the Republican Party is far right. We're not far right. We're more centered than ever before. If you came over here illegally, then you need to go back home. That's it. It's simple. They want to bend rules and bend laws and don't follow laws and act like certain laws don't exist and cherry pick everything. We're not cherry picking anything. Everybody, shape, color, creed, everybody should be accountable for their actions. It's that simple.
Work across parties and actually get something done.
All right, you and Corey actually have, and Corey, you guys can kind of talk to each other if you want to jump in here, but I specifically have this question. You both listed anti-Semitism as your number one concern this voter cycle. Real quickly, Corey, your thoughts.
I think that anti-Semitism has become extremely normalized. When the mayor of New York is addressing a country in the Middle East that's the only Jewish state in the world, I think it's just, he's trying to promote his own agenda, and it's fanning the flames of the divisiveness that's going on. And I have personally experienced a horrid normalization of anti-Semitism and just how wide it's become and accepted.
I'm sorry to hear that it has been that personal experience for you. Real quickly, you told my...
I get it. Like, it's a marginalized group. They always talking about, marginalized groups, and it's like, why is it okay to do that to the Jews? I don't think it's okay to do that to anybody. Blacks, Jews, Puerto Ricans, Africans, Haitians. I don't think it's right to single out anybody.
My
team, you're a homeless Democrat. What does that mean politically?
I feel that I don't have a place in really either party. I'm also somewhat of a centrist as well. I've always had progressive beliefs. I support a lot of progressive ideas. However, I'm not happy with the way that either party is going. I think they're both becoming extremely extreme.
What's extreme? Please tell me what's extreme about the right. Please. And I know the only thing somebody's going to say is the mass deportations. We voted for that. That's why he won. We voted for mass deportation. That's not extreme. What was extreme is the Democrats opening the border and letting millions and millions and millions and millions of people into the country. So you have extreme issues, so you got to deal with an extreme cause, but that doesn't make the right being extreme. It's not. Holding on to American values is not extreme.
And, it's that horseshoe method where now they're meeting here and nothing is getting done here in the center, where we really need this country to move forward.
Interesting. All right. I see that you may be voting for...
Move forward to do what?
For a Republican for New York governor, Bruce Blakeman. He's picking up in the polls. Are only a couple of points apart, he and Kathy Hochul. So that's interesting, too. All right. So I started off with two Democrats. Ruben, I want you to weigh in here, based on what you've just heard, but also what's important this midterm cycle.
Well, it's the most significant midterm that this country's going to have. You have a cancer brewing here, and it's building up very fast. People looking at these small towns and villages and mayor's offices, but I think it's going to go even further if we don't nip it in the butt. Right now, the socialists, and I don't call them socialists, they're actually communists. This is something that's going real fast, and if we don't get control of it, somehow it's going to absorb us. And I say get control, not negative. But we really got to get the message out. As a Republican, conservative Republican, we really got to get our message out there and make it stronger so that people, especially those who are in the middle, you got the independent voters you got to keep an eye on. They will go with us this time around, I hope, if these guys continue doing what they're doing.
Well, one thing.
That's how I feel like. I feel like, you know, conservatives and the right, we need to focus on the independents, become one, you know, team up with the independents, because right now we need to just keep it American and capitalism and common sense. That's it. And then figure out all the other little stuff down the road. And that's what we should do. But if you want to watch the rest of the video, I'm going to put the link in the description. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification. You know, be respectful, be understanding, be considerate. Spread love, not war. TommyG, I'm out.